from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
They go here with a former Lion, it's DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, and that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
We'll call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. On play action, here's Williams. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Williams. Flushed out right. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL, and he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, Goff. This is caught by Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Goff. It's Williams. And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That second down play nets a -4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here is 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen Hey, third down situation. Big third down alert. Lock in here. Fourth down play. Make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They run with a fourth-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Throwing is Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So a couple of field goals now, 6-0 our score as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Nice tackle, nice play by Kevin Byard. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Goff now looking to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
2nd down and 6 now. Quick toss by Goff is complete. On a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To the air again. Goff. And it is caught. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First and 10, here's Gibbs. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
I'm going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. He's got right on the short throw.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Gone.
He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Now gone.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's good for a Lions.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered theirs. That throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Goff. Working end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Khalif Raymond, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away now from moving out in front. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, here's Williams. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Down Bears.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Play action. Now Williams. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Chicago.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Second down.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To the air, Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Williams. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got it right on the short throw. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he still has yet to get
track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Third down and 6.
From the gun, here's Goff.
He's got the first down and more.
And finally taken down at the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Throw caught by Raymond.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. There's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
7-yard gain.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
This to Laporta, right side.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Back to throw. Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Lions now. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Well, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's gone. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw is gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air again. Goff. That is caught. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Gibbs straight ahead. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Lions.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporte. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. There's Laporte, and he's got it. Touchdown, Lions. From 13 yards out. And the Lions are able to move back in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
14. Bears 9.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Dances by him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting. And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the doom zone. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Bears.
To throw, it's Williams. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Throwing is Williams.
That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 17
as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And they're going to get him. He's safe back around the 28.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A final shot before break here. Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team. Brandon Goddard.
Scott, we thank you
Charles
as
Davis.
always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. St. Brown motioning left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gone. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd down and 3.
Again, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good effort there from Javon Dexter. He drops him behind the line.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. To the air, Williams. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
At the 49-yard line.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's it's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, here's Swift. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 16. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, Williams. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have yarded on their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Chicago.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down.
DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now it's gone. Throw caught by Raymond. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Taken down right at
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd
No
down.
gain on the play.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down. And
As soon as he
9
leaked out and
yards to
began
go.
his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it here. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the 2nd half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Looking to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down, Chicago.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
A pass complete to Adunze. And he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
18 on the play. First down, Bears.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
Here's Williams. Over the middle is going to find Burden. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
To throw, it's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
14 yards.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The 22-yard line. A gain of 2.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
A 43-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
23.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Back to throw, Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Goff now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Here's Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw is Williams. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working out of the gun, Williams. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Williams. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down, Chicago.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down, Bears.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9 now. He's got this complete to Burden. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
To the air, Williams. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And a solid run down inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. They run out of the gun with Swift. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
A gain of 14. And the Bears first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the outlet. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
To throw, Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Bears.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 77 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Play action. Now Williams. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of
10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down to about the 37.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier. Derek Barnes on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Gets around him, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
He was taken down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Up the middle, Johnson. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits more. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.